Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different today. I wanted to do like a chit chat, get ready with me. I don't usually do a lot of those on my channel just because I don't know, I'm a little bit I don't know. I know I'm gonna talk a lot, but I'm a little bit shy about going into more personal details about me. But you know what? I want you guys to get to know me better. And yeah, so if you're new here and you like what you see, please subscribe to your girl and give this a thumbs up. I already apologize if this video is way too long because I know I might just ramble. But I think it's gonna be less about makeup technique and more just about us sitting down, maybe you're doing your makeup too, and getting to know each other, you know what I mean? So it's the Monday after Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm starting, by the way, I'm just putting on my eye primer. And I just spent about a week with my in-laws, and they live in Northern California. So if you're unfamiliar with it, I live in Central, and Northern California is this time of year, it's pretty cold. It's they have a real rainy winter there, and it's really nice. They have a beautiful property. It's in wine country. And it was so nice to get to be in just, a calmer environment, not be glued to my phone, and just to spend time with family, so I really, really, really enjoyed that. And yeah, so Thanksgiving was really, really interesting for me. It was my first year not having a Haitian Thanksgiving. And if you don't know, by the way, my family is Haitian. I'm the first generation born here in the States. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I've never had a standard American Thanksgiving, a bunch of American food, and the Haitians just they cook things differently, So yeah, it was nice. We went to my brother and sister-in-law's house. And, it was a meeting of the two families, and it was cool. The food was good. It was different, I have to say. If you've ever had Caribbean food, you know that the meats are so freaking juicy. Nobody can cook meat like Haitian family can. They don't even play around. So, it was good. It wasn't completely dry, but I love my Haitian food. So that was different. But you know what? I'm glad that I took myself out of my little comfort zone and tried something different. Usually, my husband, Matt, and I, we go down to my family's house for Thanksgiving, because they live down in LA and it's closer to us. And then we usually go for Christmas at his parents' house. But this year, you know what? I was I want to do it a little bit different. I want to switch things up. So we decided to, go to his family's for Thanksgiving. And then we were going to split up for Christmas. Because to me, it's not really a big deal if we don't spend Christmas together. It's not like we have kids or anything. So, I just kind of miss my family. I love hanging out with them for Christmas. And I still have two really young siblings. My sister is, how old is she? She's 18 now. She just turned 18. And she's a handful, man. She's a little sassy princess. And my brother just turned 13. And if you guys don't know, I'm almost 30. I just turned 29. I look young, but I'm not that young. I got blessed with these good genes from my mama. Gotta thank her. But yeah, so, this holiday season should be pretty fun. I'm excited. Just doing something new, I think that's necessary sometimes. But I'm definitely curious, what do you guys do for the holidays? If you're married, how do you split the holidays up? Especially if both of your families live in different locations, how do you guys do that? And if you're single, I mean, do you spend, you know, the holidays with your family? Because I know that not everybody does. Sometimes they just do their own things, you know? So I almost forgot, but we gotta prime our face. I'm using Old Faithful. You guys have seen me use this in 101 makeup videos. It's a Tarte Clean Slate Primer, blah, blah, blah. It's got a long name, but basically it's really good for mattifying your skin. So I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about something a little bit serious. I recently, you know, since I'm pretty young, I've never really had a family member, you know, fall ill or anything. I've been pretty lucky that way. But, you know, recently I kind of had a little bit of a scare, you know. I'm not gonna like reveal who it was because it's kind of like their personal business. But, you know, I had a family member just kind of get some news that was really worrisome. I mean, they're not terminally ill, but you know, it's the first time that they had like medical problems. And I feel like when it's somebody close to you, you know, especially if you haven't gone through that before, it can be really tough knowing how to comfort them, you know? And I think that's kind of like a really big thing for me. Like, I don't really know how to comfort somebody, you know what I mean, when they're just going through some ish. And you know, all I can do is just like offer my best and tell them that I'm there for them. But where I'm going with this is that, you know, I went with them to all their doctor's appointments, going to different specialists, and it's kind of crazy to me how uncertain in real life doctors are about what's going on in your body. They'll do all these tests and it's pretty much just like trial and error, you know? Like, the human body is so crazy. It's so complicated, so intricate. And even when we think we know something, you know, we don't. And really all you got to do is like, I think you got to just like pray. Pray to God and hope that, you know, if it's not that person's time, that they're gonna push through. But I'm finally telling you guys about this because now that we know exactly what's going on, it's not life-threatening, but it was still a really, really scary experience to go through. If you know what I mean, going with somebody to all these and expecting like the worst of the worst news. So when you get really good news from a doctor, oh man, it can feel amazing. So yeah, you know, that's just like kind of what's been going on with me. So if you guys have noticed that I've been a little bit more like inconsistent with my videos, it's because I've, you know, been trying to help, you know, someone close to me go through some really tough situations medically. And I'm so glad that, you know, everything is resolved before the holidays. Like, thank God. Because it just would have really put a hamper on, you know, like trying to celebrate and feel good and be with family, and you're like, like something might be wrong with this person terminally, you know? So anyway, I'm just gonna drop that topic because you know what? It's all good. I feel really blessed. God really came through for me, and that's all I could have asked for, you know? So let me know if you guys have been through something similar, if you had a family member close to you go through something a little bit scary, you know? Because, yeah, like I said, I'm pretty young, so I haven't had any of that happen to anyone else close to me, so that's kind of hard to, like, you know what I mean, identify with when you're trying to ask people for advice. So I just put the, what is this one? Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Foundation on, and I really like this because it's moisturizing and it's full coverage, like full. And I just feel like I kind of need it because my skin has like it's been through a lot, you know what I mean? A lot. So this foundation does tend to look a bit red on me, like in real life. So I'm bringing it down to my neck to match just a little bit. So for this Christmas, I kind of want to know what you guys think. I'm planning on doing like a few giveaways here and there, but you know, I want to kind of spice it up. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, I want to include, you know, some of my followers from Instagram as well, and not just have it be just my YouTube channel. But I'm also thinking about doing it like, here's my plan. I want to do it really randomly. I want to pick the people who are most engaged, who watch my videos, who comment, who thumbs up, you know, who are commenting on my Instagram, because I don't want to just like give a prize to somebody who doesn't really follow me, you know? I feel like I want to reward the people who show up and who support me. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I just decided right now. So if you're watching this, that's a little bit of a thumbs up to you guys to go ahead and just start, you know, if you watch and you just never comment or anything, just start being more active, because I really want to like reward you guys and give you guys, you know, some like good things to look forward to for the holidays, because I know that not everybody really likes this time of year, you know, it doesn't always bring good memories. And if I can like give something to you guys, even if it's a little something to just, you know, lift your spirits up, I really want to do that. So I'm using this also the Naked Concealer. I usually don't pair the foundation and concealer together, but hey, first time for everything. I kind of also wanted to talk to you guys about something a little bit, you know, personal for me at least. I've kind of been struggling with like where I want to go with my YouTube channel. And I feel like growth-wise, it's been kind of hard, because I know I've got a lot of you guys that are like die-hard following me, you know? And I love that. Like, that's what I live for. I live for the interaction with people that view my videos, who like my content. Like, that stuff makes me so freaking happy. And I really just kind of want to see my channel grow more, because this is something that I just love to do with all of my heart. But I kind of feel like, here's the thing, it's like, I know that every YouTuber feels this way, but I kind of just feel like a lot of people don't really care about my videos, even though they're subscribed to me. And I want to know, what do you guys want to see? Because honestly, I want to put out content that we both enjoy, not just me, you know what I mean? So if there's anything that you guys are like, I wish you did this more, or can you change such and such up more, please let me know. Like, I want constructive feedback. You can do it being nicely, not being rude, you know, that's what some people don't do. But I just want like really good, nice, constructive feedback on what you guys want to see from me for the rest of December and like next year, you know? Like, I want to like step my game up. I want to stay motivated. I want to keep putting out good content for you guys. So one thing I do, little side note, love about this concealer is, whew, it blends out so nicely. And it is so full coverage. Like, the dark circles are like, bish, where are you? You know what I mean? So I'm loving it. Okay, so before that even has time to set, we got to do a little bit of setting with some translucent powder. So I'll be right back. So a little secret that I learned is you take some setting spray. I take the UD All Nighter. I spray it onto my beauty blender like so. And then I pat right where my under eye crease is. And then that should keep it from creasing. So I will set this later on, but let's get out the Laura Mercier. This is Old Faithful. The other day, no, when I went to Gen Beauty, oh my god, you guys, I went to Gen Beauty in SF. I was so happy to be there. And I brought my, what is that Maybelline HD setting powder. Oh my goodness. I put it on my under eyes, not knowing that it causes flashback. okay? And I was taking a bunch of pictures with, you know, other beauty vloggers, as you do at events. And I looked at the pictures later and I was like, oh my God, my under eye is like lit up right now. It's kind of embarrassing, but you know what I mean? You live and you learn, for show. So I'm just setting all those areas where, put that concealer. Now that that setting spray is dry, I'm gonna go ahead and tap this on there. During the fall and winter, like, I don't bake because it's just too much. It's just too much. It makes my under eyes look like I'm like 55. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot. It's a lot for that area. I'm not like really oily right there anyway, so I feel like it's not needed. So for the rest of my face that isn't highlighted, I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Powder in Deep Dark. I love this stuff because you can put it on your face and it will not make you look cakey at all. It's just this like magic butter for your face. MAC knows what's up, faux show. Alright, so I know I look kind of crazy and pasty, but that's because I haven't added my bronzer yet. Ooh, so I'm using, oh, something just fell out. I'm using the Black Radiance, what is this? This is their pressed powder in ebony. And if you guys are kind of interested in this wig I'm wearing, because I've gotten super into wigs, this is from Outer, and I don't remember the design, but it's so nice and easy. It's like the perfect first wig. Well, I mean first everyday wig, because I've had the wigs where, you know, you have to like work on your hairline. Sometimes I just don't want to do all that. Like, I just want to get out the house. You guys know what I mean? Like, I just want to go. I don't want to sit there fixing my wig, wondering if it looks super natural, yada, yada, yada. So this is like a really good wig for that. You just put it on and you go. What do I want to do next? I want to contour my nose. Yes, I do. So for my nose contour, I'm going to go with like a softer one, the Guerlain Terracotta. So yeah. I'm just lightly dusting it on here. This is like a concealer brush from Kat Von D, but I like to use it for nose contour. So I don't know if any of you guys have had the chance to, if you pay attention to the news, but some of you guys might know that recently, you know, in Haiti, they had like a really bad, and I mean really bad hurricane. And it was Hurricane Matthew, and man, like, it's kind of tough because I have my both sides of my family, my mom and my dad are Haitian, and then also my stepdad is as well. So my stepdad had family that was seriously affected. Thank God no one was hurt, no one died. And actually, you know, God works in really mysterious ways, because my stepdad's mom was really sick for years. And she actually passed away right like the month before Hurricane Matthew hit. And my stepdad, you know, went to visit her, be with family. And when we heard about the news, you know, about how Haiti was affected, it's horrible. I don't know if you guys know, but first of all the countryside that produces all the produce for the capital and all of the big cities were hit very hard. Houses were just completely demolished. All the crops were demolished. I mean, it's so bad. And what's worse is like, they can't just pick up and rebuild. They're not like the US, you know, like everything is just so like disorganized in terms of like government agencies, and they were in the middle of presidential elections. So what really hurts my heart are all the people that are displaced, you know. And with my family that's there, you know, it's just really tough because they had like a beautiful home, and you know, it's like it's going to take them a very long time to rebuild what they had before. And to not have enough food, you know, my parents have to work hard to send money back for them. And I just hope that, you know, that other people who are in less fortunate situations are gonna be a little bit better off. I've heard that a lot of people have started migrating into the capital because there's no food in the country and they know how remote that area is. So they're not even like trying to wait for assistance, you know? They're just like, you know what? We need to move out of here, like stat. So I've been reading the news, kind of like keeping up with anything and whatever they say it's going on there. But, you know, if any of you guys are religious or you pray or anything like that, please keep Haiti in your prayers. You know, we need it. It's an area that it was the first slave settlement to have their own independence, you know, like in, I believe it was 1804, they fought for their own independence. But it's like ever since then, they've been so disadvantaged. They've had so many natural disasters, so many dictatorships that just like ravished the country, you know. They've never really been allowed to flourish. But one of my favorite things about, you know, where I come from, even though I'm born in the US, but I do consider it like where I come from because it's still, you know, my culture, is that the people are so resilient. Whatever happens, they don't dwell on it, you know. They're just like, look, it happened. What are we going to do now? How are we going to rebuild? How are we going to get this together? And that's like a lot of motivation for me, because whenever I met with adversity, I always just think about how, like, you know, my ancestors just like persevered through such hardships, and how I'm so incredibly lucky to be where I'm at today, you know? That's what like keeps me going in life, even when I feel down. So today we are doing, it's just a natural brow, because the way my eyebrows are set up, I can't do the type of, you know, defined eyebrow look that I want to, because I like to get my eyebrows threaded. So you gotta let them grow out a bit so that your, you know, tech has something to work with. You know what I mean? So I'm just, you know, trying to set these bad boys up so that they stay in place, and the ends are a little bit bushy, but that's all right. Oh, so this blush by Shea Moisture, when you put it on, you got to be real careful. Use a very, very light touch. I think I said that before, but there have been so many times where I get like this deep into my routine, and then it's like clown blush on my face. So you got to be very careful. Just lightly dab it. Lately, okay, so I showed you guys, if you follow me on Snapchat, I showed you when I got the Tartiste Pro Glow palette. Oh my god. Okay, so just even these 4 highlighters alone will like bless your life. That's that's where I'm at this stage, and I really like Lit and Fire together. They are super, super, super bomb. So for next year, I kind of have some hair goals, you know, that I want to achieve. So the main reason why I've been really getting into wigs is because I know that my hair flourishes the most when it's in a protective style. Like, there's nothing else that can help it. You know, just constant manipulation for me is too much for my hair. And although, you know, I've been natural for a very long time, and I already know, like, you know, like, how to work things, I just feel like protective styling is always the best for me. So I really want to get down. Right now I'm like at like, well, you guys can't see this, but I'm at practically like boob length, and I want to get to like mid back length by the end of next year. I think I can do it. if I focus on protective styling, for sure. So I'm going to do a little bit of an interesting combination here. I've got Hex from Urban Decay, and I'm using that to line my lips. So what I like to do is I like to line it and then bring it just slightly in. I don't like to cover the whole lip because, I don't know, I feel like when I do that, I'm just kind of wasting the lip liner. Especially when it's Urban Decay, I want to keep it around. Okay, and then this one I'm using, what is this? I got this recently at Gen Beauty. It's NYX Turned Up in, if they had a color, I would tell you. Oh, Feline. Whew. This is pretty dark. I'm feeling the Vixen vibes. So I'm really, really feeling this. Let me just put a little bit of my Fixed Plus on my face. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do Fixed Plus today. I wanna be really matte. So instead I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter. Y'all know that's like a holy grail. I'm just gonna let that, you know, dry up a little bit. And I just kind of wanted to say, you know, if you guys are still here rocking with me, thanks. I'm so happy that, you know, I have you guys. I'm really thankful for each and every one of you, but I know that I don't know you personally, but you know, you all have such a big impact on my life, and I'm always going to be thankful for you guys. You know, from the day I had my first subscriber to, you know, when I hit like 5 million, you know, whenever that is. But I'm always going to be really thankful for you guys, and I just want you to know, like, I'm so honored that you guys choose to spend your free time watching my videos. Like, that just like blows my mind. Like, what? Like, you guys like spending time with me? You know, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, so let me take these little bobby pins out so I can unleash my bangs. The best thing about this wig is that these bangs stay curled. Like, you don't gotta do much, you know? You just gotta like fluff them out a little bit. It's like perfect hair, like all in one, you know? So now I'm ready to go and slay the day away. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.